Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, this former teacher's assistant accused of molesting a 4-year-old girl at a local preschool is back in jail tonight.
But I'm changing the bond to no bond.
Mommy, I love you. We love you too,
18-year-old Anthony Guadalupe was surrounded by his family in court as the judge rescinded his $100,000 bond today.
We first told you about his arrest Monday. Investigators say that he was caught on camera sexually abusing a child in a classroom at the Chappell School in St. Johns County. News4JAX reporter Eric Avanier has been following this case. He joins us live outside the St. Johns County Courthouse to explain why Guadalupe's bond was revoked.
Yeah, Kent, prosecutors were able to convince the judge that after they got a hold of video evidence, the presumption of Guadalupe's guilt was that much greater. They also said that had the original judge who set Guadalupe's bond at $100,000 actually saw that video, a bond will not have been granted in the first place. With his attorney by his side, 18-year-old Anthony Guadalupe listened to a prosecutor tell the judge why his bond should be rescinded.
This defendant is an absolute danger to this community, and specifically the children of St. Johns County.
Earlier this month, Guadalupe was employed at the Chappell School as a teacher's assistant before he was arrested and charged with child molestation. According to investigators, the alleged crime happened in a classroom, and it was recorded on a classroom surveillance camera. In court, the prosecutor revealed that other students were in the class when it happened.
This defendant committed this crime while being supervised. He was supervised, Judge. He was on video. He was on a video that was recording, and he was on a video that was live streamed to parents that they could log in and look at.
But his defense attorney countered the prosecutor's claims of obvious abuse recorded on video.
You can see there's a child in front of Ms. Guadalupe. You can't tell where the hand is or what it is touching. So from a factual standpoint, that proof is not there.
More than half of the people in the courtroom were family and friends of Guadalupe who presented character witness testimony as to why he should remain out of jail on bond. Some of his relatives and friends who spoke are also pastors or people involved in ministries.
He has a great character. He's a loving kid. He's never done anything against the law.
He's very childlike, very innocent. He's always around children. Always wanted to be a big brother.
He's an influential young man. My boys interact with him playing video games and also when they see each other very frequently, every single week.
But despite the testimony about Guadalupe's character and work with the church, the judge ruled in favor of the prosecution. After the courtroom cleared, a minister who testified on Guadalupe's behalf spoke with us about the judge's decision.
We pray for both sides, not only the Guadalupe family, but the other family as well. And we just want the truth to come out. And, you know, whatever that is, we're going to pray for both sides.
Now, if convicted, Guadalupe faces a minimum sentence behind bars of at least 25 years up to life in prison. Reporting live, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.
Eric, will Guadalupe's parents be forced to forfeit that money that they originally put up in order to get him out of jail?
Yeah, Kent, that's an interesting question because I know in court that was a concern to the judge who didn't want the parents to lose that money because it was a financial hardship. However, that is still something that the parents are going to have to work out with the bail bondsman they worked with.
All right, Eric Avanier reporting live from St. Augustine tonight.